I'm not blind to the fact that the regime wants me dead and wants me dead as soon as possible. I will challenge President Museveni on behalf of the People Power movement.
A popular musician turned politician taking on one of Africa's longest-standing presidents.
Some candidates, however...
Ugandan reggae star Bobi Wine broke into politics in 2017, winning a parliamentary seat in a landslide vote. The aspirational politician now seeks to break President Yoweri Museveni's more than 3-decade hold on power.
This is a message to the government expressing what's exactly on the people's mind.
Before his political career, Wine protested through song, his viral messages galvanizing youth support against alleged corruption and human rights abuses in Uganda.
I love music. I've said it before and I'll say it again that I miss music. I miss my old life. But this is a calling that I cannot say no to.
For years, Bobi Wine's name has invoked a revolutionary fervour. He's known for donning a signature red beret, casting himself in the likeness of Pan-Africanist revolutionary Thomas Sankara. President Museveni dismissed the pop star as a troublemaker from the ghetto. Wine in turn calls himself the ghetto president. But despite visibility and popular support, there is no sure path to victory. His resistant movement, however, has at least rattled the establishment. Bobi Wine, whose real name is Robert Kyagulanyi, has repeatedly said his team is under attack. In October, he said military and police raided his offices, dismantling billboards bearing his image, and confiscated red berets, which are now illegal for civilians to wear. Police arrested him in November, saying he planned to hold illegal processions in contravention of COVID rules after being certified as a presidential candidate.
All over the world, I want you to know that we, the people of Uganda, we, the young people of Uganda, refuse to be slaves in our country.
Yes, Mr. President.
We refuse to be slaves in our country.
Yeah.
We have not done anything. Angume, if I am a criminal, arrest me. But if I'm a presidential candidate and you, as police, have given me security, can my security lead me to my office?
Following his arrest in November, dozens were killed during riots in the capital and hundreds were arrested. President Museveni accused Wine of prompting people to riot, while police lamented alleged vandalism, looting and threats from Wine's supporters. Uganda's police, responding to reports of another attack on Wine's team in December, said his team were covering their mistakes with fake news and misinformation. President Museveni, meanwhile, continues to meet with youth leaders, promising jobs, capital and secure futures. And despite the challenge from Bobi Wine and many of Uganda's youth, President Museveni on November 27th said there is no opposition he cannot defeat.
The biggest role I want to play is to open as many eyes as possible, to multiply myself in various young men and women so that there are as many Bobi Wines as possible in Uganda. That way, the struggle to better our country will not be reduced to me, but it will be spread far and wide.
Uganda votes on January 14th. Joining me on this topic now is Mwambutsa Ndebesa, who is a senior lecturer in history at Makerere University in Uganda. Thank you very much for joining me, sir. So, Bobi Wine vying for the presidency. He says his campaign is under attack. Government on the other side says his campaign is using misinformation to mislead voters. What do you as an observer make of what's going on right now in Ugandan politics?
Thank you. We shall begin with the big picture, the pattern of electoral confusion and violence and misunderstanding in Uganda is the usual pattern through all the electoral processes in Uganda since 1962. The only difference now is that it has taken place under the specter of COVID-19. And it has given the opportunity of those who are organizing and administering elections to use COVID-19 as a pretext, as an excuse to further limit the freedoms and rights of the opposition political parties. That is the bigger picture. or the immediate picture is that Bobi Wine is a new factor in the politics of Uganda. He is the only opposition leader since NRM and President Museveni came into power that has not been coming from the same region as President Museveni. Is younger, is youthful than the others who have opposed President Museveni. He is not one of those who have come from the bush, and he has created a wave in the country, excited the youth to participate in the election exercise, and that makes a difference. However, there are very many things that are in a continuity rather than change.
So you say there's a wave. How much of a challenge does Bobi Wine actually present to the establishment, though? Is there any chance that he could actually win, or is he fighting a losing battle?
It is not very likely that he will win, and even if he won, he would not be declared the winner anyway, because we know the trend of the NRM and Museveni, which has been the trend of militarization of political competition. Secondly, he does not have the adequate organizational infrastructure. Organizational factors are not in his favor, though political factors are in his favor.
So, Mwambutia, if the assumption is that Bobi Wine is not going to take the presidency, if that's something that young people in particular understand, what do you think is the reason for people coming out in such big numbers? Why is there so much support for Bobi Wine that's sustained? And what are people hoping to get out of this exercise?
People participate sometimes in elections in order to use the elections period as a tool, as an instrument for making more network connections, political network connections, and for profiling and for mobilization for future political designs. So you participate in elections and you use the elections as a stepping stone for more political agendas. Similarly, I can see Bobi Wine Kyagulanyi participating in these elections, getting more visible and possibly getting more networks, political networks, building an organizational infrastructure during this exercise for a future political agenda.
That's all for now. Thank you very much, Mwambutia Ndebesa, Senior Lecturer in History at Makerere University in Kampala.